Let's go through the red door with Theo. Take Theo, that means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyouji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Clark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise.
Well, fine,
No
Kay.
problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna, and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. United and had Quark jump to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closing.
Coming!
I know, I know!
Seconds to spare, we left across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
What is this? There are 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh? Huh?
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets. Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
I'm with you. I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Huh? Is the door opened?
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Laboratory. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that accelerator.
If we do, we can cure Quark!
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive
Shut
thinker.
it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
We won't know until we look. So let's get started. Something on this tray. Empty capsule. Looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings. Binder. There's some paper inside. Let me see that. It says steps for dissecting a frog. They found steps for dissecting a frog. You can view them in the archive. Really? It was joking. Steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fumed cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissecting using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fumed cupboard. Okay, a binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. We found Hydroponics Research 1 and 2 and can review them in the archive. Preparation of hydroponic fluid and seeds. Preparation 1. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated and put in fluid C, green. None of the marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A, red, or fluid B, yellow. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Tray, heading on anymore. What's this thing? Who knows? Seeds. Cylinder full of seeds. They're round, one half is covered and the other half isn't. It's black. There's nothing going on here. Is this a microscope? Try looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them? Machine that looks like a microscope of some sort. There are 4 circular holes on the top. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes. I see. Stripes. A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and have stripes. Binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. We found DNA extraction instructions. You can review them in the archive. DNA extraction instructions proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add an solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit flow count hits displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is in the number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. One of the numbers you select is the number in the password but it's not in the right place, you will add to your blow count. You get 10 tries for each password. If you exhaust your 10 tries, the password will reset. Here we go again. Injection gun, mystery schematic, which I still don't know what the heck is about. And not about IG. Note about IG. top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. If you run it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think he used it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation? You're in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pull up dry just about anything with something this heavy duty. Oh shoot, look at this. It's a large lever embedded in the wall. There's a hole. There's a rectangular hole in the wall. There's some numbers on the bottom. You know that hydroponics research thing we just found? I think it said something about preparing different hydroponic fluids and how they each have a different color. Do you think it was talking about these? Maybe. I think stuff in these 5 beakers would be undiluted hydroponic fluid. Apparently I need to dilute it with water. Water! I need some water over here. Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes move. Turn the handles right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right? What is this liquid then? Probably water? What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handles so that each beaker gets the correct amount? Yeah, we get the water to come out in the first place. I think you probably just pull that lever over there on the right. Like this. And we turn in the correct levers, pull down to the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. So, I feel like 50-50 on that one. 50-50 on that one. So this will be 20. That'll be 15. This will be 5. Oh, this will be 10. 20, 10, so this would be 30, so I think it's supposed to be 30. So this would be 10. There's another split. So that'll be 40, 20, 10, 30, 30, 40, 20. It's just split, isn't it? So 20. What? They all just need to go half and half. That's just too easy of a puzzle. Pour the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. He did it! It's too easy. Hey, hold on. Do you really think you've got enough seeds for that? I think that hydroponics research thing said something about needing 5 types of seeds? I see a frog. Cinder full of seeds. They're round and striped. I think there's still a few things here we might be able to use. Devils in the details, you know. Saline solution. This is saline solution. What the hell, Clover? What if that would have been poison or something? Hey, you worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. How do you know it's saline solution? This isn't on the underside of the lid. Silly. Where? I got a frog. Oh, look, it's Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think even liquid inside this ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. I need to get it out. What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard? Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Okay. Anything else? There's the last one. Seed. Cinder full of seeds. They're round and don't have any markings. What is this? This must be some kind of waste tank. Looks like a thigh tank. Are you for real? Okay. Frog. Huh? Why did you put a speaker here? That's a drain. What is wrong with you? Oh, I see. You've got the frog there. Planning to take it out, I assume. You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Okay. I'll just pour the frog the ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. Now all I need is a scalpel. So what do we do with this frog? Actually, I guess we already know, huh? Instructions in that binder thing leave a lot to the imagination. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Cut it open, basically. Man, that's kind of messed up. Zero Senior's got some issues, I think. Whatever. Not like we've got a lot of choice here. Guess you better find a scalpel then, huh? Yep. Now where the fuck is the scalpel? For sure put these in there. Machine that looks like a mushroom. So there are 4 circular holes on the top. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes. Well, I think you're supposed to put these in the holes, but what I mean. Alright, okay. What else? Scalpel. Scalpel! And the sun-eating lion again. Scalper. What? Sorry. It's a scalpel. Pretty fancy tray. Is that the cat playing with the ball of yarn? Are you even looking at it? It's a lion. How are you not kitten that? Huh? Well, what? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. That's pretty weird. Scalpel! Sigma, what are you gonna do with this scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Huffington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Huffington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Ah, fine. I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule. How the heck was that in there? Small capsule, half of it is blue. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Ew. 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 Can I think to do something with seeds? Machine, we don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone for now. Yeah, a bunch of options here. Beakers contain liquid culture. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. Push the X button to grab a seed, then place it on top of another seed to switch them. Press the checkpoint after you have put the seeds in the correct places. When each seed is in the correct culture, you will have completed this puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on, but here goes. Great. I don't know really what to do here. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Ah, so I got lucky with that. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds, 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids, so I need to put them 2 longs somewhere. Round seeds in fluid B and fluid D fail to germinate. So I cannot put a round. So long. So I need it for 2. Round. So minus Y and C. Let's see, is B and D the right color? Oh, you know, B and D are the right color. So cool. So yeah, it's B and D. None of the marked seeds germinate a pudding flower C, so If I get this punch, just write it down normally, but I kind of want to see if I can do it through here. C equals all stripes. Equals... stripes. Non-marked seeds fail to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. So just normal ones. A and B do not work. When the striped seeds are put into fluid D, fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. E and D. I think I'm too tired for this puzzle, so I lost it. I had like I had to go on, but then I lost it. Oh man. I can move it. So B and D cannot have circles. Okay, so yeah, so far this is right. Thin one. Thin ones. C cannot have no stripes. So this one's right. So this one's right. Planes. No, planes in B. So stripes. Is that it? Oh, did a Sigma? You've sown your seeds. I'll see that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Why, you two? Look at this. Oh shit. Oh, a red capsule. I'll take it. There's a red capsule in the hole. Small capsule, half of it's red. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Something else is over here. This tank looks like a waste. The ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Liquid waste tank. Tank that collects liquid waste. Right now it's full of the ethanol that the frog was in. Seems like I'm buying something or something. Let's do these. What am I missing? Oh, no. Did you already look at the binder findings for the mixer? I remember seeing something in there that said DNA extraction instructions. I think there was a part about using the mixer or something. You're right. What was it? The instructions proceed to the following steps to extract DNA from phosphorus and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. So this. Okay, time to put this right in the mixer. Alright, done. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. Okay, saline water. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into the beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Ethanol? Alright, next I'll pour the ethanol to the beaker. Then... Yes, this should do it. The DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker using an empty capsule to collect the capsule. So this. Alright, I'm gonna do the burst intrusion on this capsule, do the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all. So I got a green one. Small capsule, half of it's green. It has some sort of metal protrusion. So where did I get the last one from? I'm missing something. Damn it, I look at that. Here's Sigma. Come here. What? What's wrong? I see something in here. What do you mean, something? Just look. It's easier than explaining. Here? Oh. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. Think we can manipulate it? Yeah, looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah, DNA is made out of 4 bases. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T, and each G is connected to a C. Press this button to grab a row, then move it with the left stick until the letters match up. So G and C, A and T. Oh, they move a different way. T, G, C, T, G, C. I think it's this one for sure that I can move. Jesus Christ. Huh. Did it. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Huh? There's something on it. This is the safe password. Perfect. This is just what we need. Yeah, now we can get in the safe. Okay, now how do I get the last one? Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah. Huh, interesting. Why not? Okay. Alright, done. Next is the saline. Alright. I'll just pour the saline solution in there. Just find out about the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. GMO. Alright, next I need to pour the ethanol onto the beaker. Then, I guess this should do it. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion on this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all! Small capsule, however, it is yellow. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Oh, look! The screen changed. What's going on? You put it in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? Don't know, but I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this? Huh. Anyway, let's go have a look. Interesting. Huh? It's different now. The shapes are in different places. Oh, that was this is a safe, right? Yeah, it's just like the one in the AV room. I saw one in the infirmary too. If you punch it in right, password, it'll open up. At least it should. I forgot the password. Moon, sun, star. Moon, sun, star. Yes, it opened. You did it. File. File. Accelerator. Floor A and floor B. The facility has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as floor A, and the bottom floor is called floor B. The MB supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. Researchers Journal 1. When the body is infected with Radical 6, processing speed of the brain is reduced. We assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time. Radical 6 reduces to 1 to the square root of a 6, approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.48 seconds has passed. Inside, therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or square root of 6. 6 seconds have passed outside. This is why the virus is being termed Radical 6. Oh boy, 3 pieces of journals. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop the powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6. Thus far, we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when the one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day, I see more crows and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats. They have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please let the future be a bright one. It's an excerpt from the journal on the researcher. Due to space constraints, some sections have been cut out. Jumpy doll. Sounds like someone named the doll Jumpy. But why? Jumpy doll? Jumpy? Let's look at Quark's hat. Don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that straps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot? Well, this is just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The sides of the hat are hiding those pods like you see on a helicopter's or SAM sites. Except these missiles are tiny. When he gets in trouble, both sides of the hat open up and they just fly out all at once, like... Just kidding, actually, it just keeps next to him. Jesus. Xylovir, antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, is an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038. 2038? 10 years later? And then replicate using the IG replicator. Xylovir injection is the only way to fight off radical infection. We're not going to talk about the time difference there. Just click on it and then star, moon, sun. Star, sun. Hey, ha, it opened. Awesome, the suspense was killing me. Okay, what do we got here? First is a map. It says for B. The one I found in the infirmary said for A. So did the one from the lounge? Then that would make for A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool. Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? Can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Looks like two more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? X-E-L-A-V-I-R. Axel Ever? Axlever? Wait, didn't I say something about Xylovir? You're right! This is it! This is Xylovir! It's the cure for Radical 6! Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to port. First, you gotta get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it right? Yeah. Found this key in the safe, which should open the exit. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Wrong way. Oh boy, this is gonna take forever. Knock at the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We found it!
Hey, hold on a minute.
What?
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
Yeah.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here, though. There's a name or something. IG Replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine?
Yeah. Probably copies IG. Whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows?
I know. These guys just don't know yet.
Ice cream by the gallon?
What the fuck? Of course. This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
Alright. My gosh, my bad. My bad. What I miss? Yay. I didn't miss anything.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Surprised you care now. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah.
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelivir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right there on the label. Excelivir.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back
I
now.
don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail
That's
me?
horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
Patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
One last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now.
Oh, damn. You're right.
If we choose ally and he chooses betray,
I know. I'll drop to -1 and that means I'll get penalized.
but that means
Look, it's not like I want it, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
so you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. Didn't wait for Clover's response. Damn. This is one long walk.
An ambidex gate has been opened. "45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes."
Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Yo. In one of his hands was his moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Vi. And of course Clover. Where's Tenmyouji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyouji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
Is
Laboratory.
that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes looked at Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how did it go with you? Find anything interesting? I only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyouji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Asshole. What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Ow. Ow. Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then. Guess we should be going
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He
Interesting.
wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. One sec. I took the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Fi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Fi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry. Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a one-to-one basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to the square root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to 10.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds or square root of 6 seconds have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. That's why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the fruit operation, the function in relation to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction of mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information, unable to keep up, begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral can kill, or at least disable Radical 6. We have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading to and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Well, that's a lot of information. I don't know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's the drug called Accelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written.
Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions, meeting people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're all supposed to be unaffected. It would have been thrown in there to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
And maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened, and whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? And most importantly, why the hell are we playing the unloading game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Fi barely finished speaking before she took off on the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming on the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
Sure thing. And with that... Man, my eye hurt so bad. She was gone. Man. I let a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
Made our way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for For the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake, mine and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The journal was telling the truth, then as soon as that anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anestheticizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Accelavir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was, then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself. It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice will betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyouji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright, take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out in the infirmary, leaving Tenmyouji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's
Take
Dio?
a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. Probably been worried I might try and take the Accelavir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyouji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyouji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyouji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover. Time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
Said to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. This game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. Will not open again until the polling period is finished.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Oh, you never know. Just because Dio told us the Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points!
Oh, what about you? You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose Ally and we chose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.